Horrible conservative woman falsely accused of calling kid a dirty Mexican. Joy Reid leads Twitter mob, sorry people, in false allegations. Rosalind Liberte has had her life turned upside down and her business threatened by the tweet and retweet of a falsely captioned photo showing her engaging in a spirited discussion with a 14-year-old Joseph Levanas at a Simi Valley City Council meeting. The meeting was on California sanctuary policies for illegal aliens. La Liberte was falsely accused of calling the boy a dirty Mexican and saying he would be among the first deported. As a result, she is getting threatening calls and messages and has lost at least one customer in a few days since she was put on blast by the teen activist and MSNBC Joy Reid. Let's get down here to the video because most of this is just pictures and stuff. Here we go with the video. Now I want you to listen to this young man as he is speaking. You know, the video, the heading of this says, people online twist real story behind photo of woman yelling at boy. So listen to what the young boy is saying.
I'm not an evil person. I'm a mother of 5 and a grandma of 4.
But in this tweet that's raced through social media like a wildfire, that's exactly how Rosalind La Liberte has been made to look. She doesn't live in Simi Valley, but went to this past week's council meeting because she says she's passionate about the federal government's fight against California's sanctuary state status. 14-year-old Joseph Levanos was there to take the other side. During a recess in the meeting, the teenager says he started conversing with the woman to try and understand her feelings.
But I felt like she was still trying to keep it civil, which I appreciate.
He says there were other people at the council meeting that were rude to him, like one guy who told him he would be the first one deported. He made a point to tell me he was born in Southern California. He didn't like that comment. But this, he says, wasn't a confrontation. It was a conversation.
It looks like an ugly moment.
I never said anything disparaging. I never did.
People have been calling to harass her. She says the picture, coupled with the spread of social media, has been incredibly damaging.
So the picture doesn't give the context?
No, I look like a monster. If I saw that, I would be upset.
I heard that people were boycotting this woman's business, and I don't really want that.
You don't?
I don't, because she was being civil.
When I first talked to you, you broke into tears. I want to know why. I want to know what that feeling is.
Because you said that the boy told them that I wasn't really doing anything to him, and everyone thought I was. And that makes me really sad. It makes me really sad that I'm so vilified and that I lost one of my big jobs today.
How do you feel about the way this moment is being interpreted?
I don't really want this upon her. It's like, she doesn't deserve it because she was giving her opinion in a place where everyone should be able to share their opinions.
Both of those people agree that a picture says 1,000 words. In fact, they say 2,000 words. 1,000 for one person, 1,000 for another person, and maybe another 1,000 to give some perspective to it. We're in Simi Valley. Hal Eisner, Fox 11 News.
Now you see what I was saying? People online twist the real story behind the photo of woman yelling at boy. You heard what the young man said. They were having a conversation. The lady was being civil. It just goes to show you how mainstream media takes things out of context. for their gain. That's exactly what it's for. It's for their gain. It's to give them ratings, but sometimes they have to walk it back. And I think Joy Reid should walk back the comments that were made. The young man said what he said, that this was not, you know, it was civil. It was not like the woman was yelling at the boy, but it looks like in the picture that she was yelling at him. And you wonder why President Trump says what he says about the mainstream media and how they take things out of context and twist words around and stuff. And this right here just goes to prove it. I think apologies should be in order for what Joy Reid did. You know, but that probably will never happen. And while I'm on this subject, this is a different matter, about what happened at the Red Hen with Miss Sarah Sanders and her family when they were asked to leave. But the thing about it is, they left, and their party, part of them went to another restaurant across the street. And then the same woman, the owner of the Red Hen, went over there to that restaurant and started with them. You know, people, that ain't right. You know, and Maxine Waters, you know, saying what she did to push back on Trump employees and confront them and stuff like this. That is, you know, it sounds like to me she's wanting violence. You know, and then she gets on TV and makes a comment about, oh, she's getting death threats and all this, that. Well, I can see why she's getting death threats, Miss Maxine Waters. It's because of what you are saying. You know, it's wrong. And even Chuck Schumer says it's wrong when he got on the House floor and said what he said about you. Well, he didn't say it about you. He said it was wrong. He didn't say your name, but basically he was talking about you. That is wrong for people to do what you are doing. You know, it's just hatred. Nobody likes the president. That's the problem. The Democrats don't like him because he's doing such a good job. And Maxine Waters is one of Donald Trump's biggest haters. I hate to say it, but it's true. She's one of his biggest haters. She wants him impeached. And the only way we're going to keep that from happening, people, is if you go out and vote Republican and vote these Democrats out of office, so President Trump can keep doing what he's doing with the country, making it great again. Until next time, people, this is Terry.